Hi everyone, welcome back to another Couch Cat Pod video. I'm Alan, also known as Crazy Fine Game, and today we're going to be continuing our Simple MMO tutorial series. Now in this video, we're going to be covering the Town tab today. The Town tab is located right here, and honestly, there's a lot of jam-packed information in this tab alone that we're actually going to break it down into a 5-part series to cover everything in it. So let's get started today. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is click on the Town tab button. I know Town tab this, Town tab that. Bear with me, alright? Now, when you first land in the Town tab, you'll see several different things. You have your change location button, your view bulletin board button, also a market section, an east side section, an underground section, and a town center. And each of these different sections are also filled with their own different information. So there's a lot of information in the Town tab. That's why we're doing a 5-part series. For the first part, we're going to only cover the change location button and the view bulletin board button. Now let's go ahead and click on the view bulletin board. Also, you'll already see that I have one notification coming from it. So let's click on it here and look at what you have. Essentially, it's just another way for players in game to post information, right? Now, the great thing about this is that your information can stay for a defined amount of time compared to, say, like the advertisement channel, where it only allows it only shows the latest 50 messages, and then after that it gets deleted, right? So normally what players do is when they want to sell something or when they're looking to buy something like this, or, you know, like TO being very kind and giving away free items, they will post it on the bulletin board. And let me show you what that looks like. So you're going to create a new post. You could enter your text here, and then you could choose the length that you want the post to stay relevant or to stay on the bulletin board. There are several different options you could choose: 1 day, 2 days, 7 days, 14 days, and then finally 30 days, a whole month long. Now, of course, as you can see, it also takes gold to post and to keep it there for a long period of time, ranging from 250,000 all the way down to 1.5 mil gold. Now, to be honest, that's not a lot of gold today in SimpleMMO, because you could earn that pretty fast with a good session of stepping, questing, tasks, killing, whatever whatever is your fancy. So you enter your text, you choose your length, and then you create the post. I do want to stress this though, that spamming is not tolerated at all, and you will get in trouble by the moderation team in game for doing such a thing. So make sure you read the game rules so we're not spamming the town board. So after that, yeah, you create posts, and you could go back and then you could view the bulletin board, and you'll see what everyone has to offer at the bulletin board, and you could just click on their profile, message and be like, hey, I'm interested in your guild, or hey, I'm interested in whatever items you're selling, or whatever it may be, or whatever people are willing to buy, right? So that's the bulletin board. It's pretty simple. It's pretty easy. Not too hard to understand. Alright, so the next thing we're going to cover is the change location button that we talked about in the beginning. So let's go ahead and click on the change location button now. Now, as you can see, there are a lot of towns here, right? In fact, there are 20 different towns that you could unlock within SimpleMMO. As a new player walking into this game with a level 1 character, you will first land at SimpleTopia. This is the level 1 location, and then from there, the way to unlock more of these towns is by leveling up your character. As you can see, Hallbeck is level 5, Davenport's level 10, Ironforge level 30, and if you scroll all the way down to the last location, level 900, to unlock Arcan. After level 900, going on past that, you have unlocked all the towns, and you could travel across them as much as you want. Now, how do you actually travel across these towns? Great question. I appreciate you asking. 2 options. 1, you could step there. So you'll choose, hey, I want to step there. I want to step to Hallbeck. So say, yes, I want to go to Hallbeck. I'm going to step. And then you go to your travel button, your travel page, and you walk 5 steps, and boom, lo and behold, you're in Hallbeck. Or, for those who are lazy is what I meant to say. Lazy, like me, you could just throw some gold, and boom, you're instantly at that location, right? Now you notice I'm at SimpleTopia, and it takes a lot more to get to, say, Desert Eternal Dreams. It takes 20,000 gold, or 35 steps. And if I want to get to Arcan, 58,000 gold, or 130 steps. So let's travel to Arcan real fast, because I want to show you something, right? So I just changed locations. I'm at Arcan. If you notice, it still takes gold to get to these other places, right? However, it takes less gold to get to the earlier locations, but it takes more steps to get to them. So that's the biggest portion right there. Is your steps is based on how far off you are from the distance between the two towns, one that you're at, one that you're going to. So let's go to the creek. I'm not even going to pronounce that first one, right? As you can see, it's going to take 70 steps to get back to SimpleTopia, because I'm in like that midway point, so it's not 130 anymore because I'm not at Arcan. So steps is always going to change based on the distance between towns that you're in at, whereas your gold is going to stay the same and it's going to stay relevant across the board. So just something to keep in mind. Another thing about the locations is that each one has their own set of mobs or NPCs that will spawn there. And we'll cover a little bit more about strategies and stuff like that here shortly. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry, Ryan. Before we cover strategies, I want to actually talk about the View Stats tab. 3, 2, 1, begin. Nope. Let me get water. Alright, so now let's do a deeper dive into these stats by locations. So, switching over here, you'll see that I actually built out an Excel file, and I will link this as a Google Doc for everyone to see in case you want to look at it and break it down further for your own analysis. But here's all the towns broken out by their modifiers and what level it takes to unlock those towns. And then, of course, your sub modifiers for what those materials are. So now when I first started this game, I gotta tell you, I thought like, oh, I unlocked Hullbeck, I unlocked Davenport, I unlocked Ironforge, I gotta move to these locations so that I could advance my character, so I could level up faster, so I could take care, do whatever it is that you see traditionally in an MMO, like, okay, the next town is the hardest place to go, whatever. That's not the case with SimpleMMO. In fact, it depends on what your intent is for what town you should actually go to, okay? So now, as a new player, right, looking at these stats, if I want to focus solely on leveling up to get past level 200 so I can start crushing the competition or getting my butt kicked by level 20,000s, I'm going to want to start at SimpleTopia, right, because that has a 10% spawn rate for NPCs. And then from there, I want to wait until I could unlock Ironforge at level 30, because that has a 15% spawn rate. And then I want to move over to Everwinter when I hit level 50, because that's a 24% spawn rate. And in fact, Everwinter has the highest spawn rate for NPCs, so I want to stay in Everwinter so I can level up faster, so I can NPCs will spawn faster, and I can kill them, get more EXP, more gold, more items quickly, so I can become the toughest character out there in SimpleMMO, which not going to happen. But you get what I'm saying, right? Now, if I'm interested in items, say the orphanage bonus is unlocked, I'm trying to get a rare item, I want to move to Vinzer or Dragontail or Arcana because that has a 12% spawn rate of items coming down. And now the materials is a bit trickier because there's a lot of, you have to look at the spawn rate of a mat and then the sub modifier spawn rates of the different 4 categories. We'll cover that in our crafting video, so don't worry about that. That will be for later. But yeah, so that pretty much breaks down all of the different locations for SimpleMMO. Alright, so now that covers up all of our stats for the different towns. And that pretty much covers everything you have to see in the location and bulletin board spots for the town tab. In the next video, we'll actually cover the market section, so stick around for that. If you found this video valuable, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. We really appreciate it. All of our socials, our links are down in the description. And we'll see you next time. Enjoy that editing. Sorry.